On today's special Nostalgia Test News episode, we're talking reboots. Do we like them? What's going on? All reboot, all day. I don't know. That's it. Welcome to the Nostalgia Test Podcast, the show where two longtime friends put their mainstream pop culture past to the ultimate test, the Nostalgia Test.
All right, so
that works.
Before we kick off, I want to know what is our definition, or what is this show's, or maybe what is each person's definition of what a reboot is, what a reimagine is, and what a piece of shit is. So let's.
All right, can we
go.
before that say welcome everyone to another episode of the podcast?
Man, he's like, let's fucking get right to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
this
what the
is
hell?
the
If you
Nostalgia
haven't gone
Test
through the
News.
beginning part of Dan's intro that we pre-recorded years ago, fuck you. Let's go.
Okay.
If you like and follow, subscribe, share the podcast. Let's go. We want to get coffees. Buy
I
us a
want to
coffee.
say thank everyone for downloading the episodes on Substack. They've been doing really well on
Yeah.
Substack. Everyone, check out our Substack, download there, and when Manny gets another movie review, we're gonna put it up, and we're on the definite
I'm not
search
watching
for
any
the,
new movies.
for the purple CD, and Billy's gonna
need that purple
be sending
CD.
some shit. So
Yeah, I got to
everyone-
do my metal corner like we talked about. There's new albums coming
Absolutely.
out recently. Ghost just dropped a new song. I can write up a quick review of that.
Love it.
Bro,
So
right
everyone's
now,
looking out for that.
shows are kind of killing it for me.
Yeah.
The movies are not. Like I'm down. I did watch the movie that won the Oscar.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Who's good?
It was fine.
Well, last night I saw A Complete Unknown, and I thought it was good. I
Yeah?
liked it. It was fun. Yeah.
Okay.
It was great.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not really a Bob Dylan fan.
Me neither.
mean,
I know Pico, you are, obviously.
We'll talk
Yeah.
about that on another episode.
Yeah, it's just
I'm
not my
just
cup of
kind of
tea.
like he mumbles like he could be just saying that tree is far away.
Hey,
Anyways.
that's great. Anyway, reboots, Manny. So the energy
yeah, I
Manny
guess-
brought. What is
I
a
guess-
reboot? That's what
Yeah,
today's
what
all
is a
about.
reboot? Because
Yeah, what is a
Jeremy
reboot?
Duck Quack, he fucking yelled at us about what he thought a reboot was. Like, what is a reboot?
Yeah. So tell me, like, let me start. I think a reboot is you take something that has already literally been done
Mhm.
and you just kind of go, let's do that again and recast everyone.
Everyone,
And-
not a few. You're talking to me. True reboot is you're recasting everyone. Maybe somebody pops in as a nostalgic,
It's like an Easter egg.
like
Yeah.
Easter egg, but they're
Yeah.
not playing the same person.
No, they're just playing something else. There we go.
Yeah.
Speaker views on.
Okay,
Mhm.
This
but
podcast
that. I agree that's a reboot.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Billy,
That makes sense. So you're saying a reboot takes place in the same world, whereas a reimagined is like totally different, where you change everything up.
Mm.
See, that's hard because when the Roadhouse reboot,
Shit.
reimagine,
Fucking piece of dog shit.
catastrophe happened.
No, I guess
they
a
called it a reboot first.
yes.
And then they backtracked and called it a reimagine. And I'm like, I think that's because
So
they
a
got
reimagine
freaked
means
out.
it never happened.
Like, to me, a
I think-
reboot is you kind of take the story that's a little bit of the same, where reimagines you take the general story. Like, all right, if you made Romeo and Juliet, but it was like a lesbian couple living in LA in 2027, that's like a reimagined, where you're taking like,
Wow.
like we've seen that stuff before, right? Where you take
That's
like
a movie right there.
you
Let's
take like
do
a
it.
movie and you put it like you modernize it like and make it a
Yeah,
little different, but
sure.
it's the same general plot. Whereas like a reimagine to me is a reboot. That was a reimagine. A reboot is where it's the general story's kind of the same. You may change some elements, that kind of thing, right? But you're not completely changing it. Where where reimagine is you're lifting and shifting almost, right?
I
Okay,
think-
so we'll
yeah.
go. I'll bring that up then. Okay, so Point Break, the new one,
Is a
That
piece
was
of
a
shit.
reboot.
that was a reboot.
I
Piece
think
of
that's
shit.
a reboot.
You're not saying
Yeah.
it was a reimagine, even though. Well,
It's
no,
not a
you're right
sequel.
because it was a reboot. They basically took scenes, the same exact scenes, but they put instead of fucking surfing, it was like flight
Like
school,
ex-
like
Yeah.
scroll
Dude.
shit.
That movie
Yeah.
reminds me of. Did you ever see Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle? The
Yes.
original one,
Yeah.
where the guys are in the kayak in the thing and they throw them down. They're like extreme. That was like
Yeah.
everyone in that fucking movie.
Yeah.
That movie was so bad.
Yeah, and I think like if you think of other reboot like ideas, if we were talking about you take a movie, you bring it into another context or whatever it is. Even when who did it? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reboot, basically, right?
Yeah.
Like that was and I refuse to watch it. I don't want to see it. But that
Is it kind of a reset then?
it's sort of like a
It's
It's
reset.
like you're trying to like say
like-
like all these people are the new people, and this is what we're trying to do.
This is why I don't like the Spider-Man stuff. You had the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, you did 3. Then they're
Yeah.
like, let's do it again. And they reboot it. That's I feel a reboot. You're starting from the beginning, or you're doing an origin story.
Sure,
or
but the
you're
thing about comic books today, argument is that a comic
They
book
consistently
is pretty much
reboot.
it's just a constant, like The Simpsons, for instance.
Okay.
Right. Every episode could be considered a reboot because not all episodes connect to each other. Some do.
Oh,
the world
well,
kind of does.
yeah.
But like when you're watching it, it's as if like that episode didn't exist. They don't
But
really grow up.
there's no
It's as if,
origin
like-
story again.
True.
But I also feel like comic books, I think that's a different one, because even like the comic books themselves have redone the origin story over the years, where you get like a new author comes in or a new artist, and like
Yeah,
people are like, oh,
that's
you
why
should
they
really
say, like-
read this run of Wolverine because it was fucking
Yeah.
awesome with it, you know? So I feel like
Well, that could
And
be
also,
reimagined then.
it could, depending on
But-
how far they push it. Well, like they did, remember they did like remember like years ago where they had like Spider-Man 3000, and it was like
Yes.
like that was
Remember
really
they had
fucking
that
weird.
with Batman? Batman
Yes.
what was it? Beyond? What was it?
Yes,
The
Batman
future one?
Yeah.
The Dark Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, which was the one that Frank Miller did, which is like Batman when he's like 65 years old. Like
Yes.
that one was fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
that was
dude.
awesome.
They
We were
used
in
some
the
of those
future.
ideas in the Nolan ones, kind of, but like not fully, you know. But yeah,
So-
I feel like comic books are a little different. And I actually I liked the new Spider-Mans, and I liked the last one when they bought all 3 of them, and I thought that was pretty cool.
I mean,
Plus,
that
it worked
cool
well
because
with the
that was
multiverse.
kind of like meta because they were just
But
like,
how
hey,
many
we're just gonna
times
make
do
fun
I
of that.
want to watch an origin story? Like
As
do
long
I-
as people fucking pay for it, they're gonna keep doing those.
Absolutely. I mean, how many
That's the
times are
problem
people
with the
going to
comic
listen to us say reboot?
How many
Well,
fucking
as-
Batmans, bro? We had we had the original Tim Burton ones, which the
Yeah.
first 2 were good. Then it turned to shit
Val
with the
Kilmer.
next 2, right? Val Kilmer garbage. Fucking Mr. Freeze, terrible with
Trash.
Oh
George
my God,
Clooney.
trash.
Then they rebooted it with Christian Bale, which was fucking amazing. All 3 of those were great. Then they had the terrible one where the DC universe wanted to catch up to Marvel and did the Batman versus Superman with Ben Affleck.
terrible movie.
And then they did the Robert
Terrible.
Pattinson one, which was better than I expected. I thought that was going to be hot garbage, and it was okay. It was more like Detective Batman as opposed to
It's
Kick-Ass
longest.
Batman.
Long as
But-
It was
fuck
very
that movie.
detective-ish. It was
Yeah.
almost as if so the new Penguin show is kind of like that.
Is it?
Mm.
I heard it was
seemed
good. I
like
haven't
that
watched
world.
it.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah,
So
It's
I mean,
great.
I
would
love
we
the Christian
say-
Bale one since obviously,
Oh,
you know.
well. Would we say a reboot is just them going, okay, they did it, let's do it again. I could do it better, or I could do it
Yeah,
in
I
this
think so.
different
Yeah,
way.
and in
Change
kind of
some
the same
things.
way. You're basically keeping the same key elements, the same characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all new cast, all new
So
cast.
the secret producer passed me this article. These are the very first movie sequel and remake and reboots by Brianna Jones. And there's
Remake
a
and reboots. Okay.
So there's a paragraph here, a couple paragraphs like Ben-Hur, the classic 1959 film that won a record-setting 11 Oscars and had at the time the second highest gross ever, is actually a remake of the 1925 film Ben-Hur, A Tale
Okay.
of Christ. Now, which itself came after yet another version of the film, the 1907 silent short Ben-Hur. And now another Ben-Hur is currently in production with an expected release August 2016 when this article came out, so years ago. So these are
How long is this in between?
so
First
that's
2 was
the
it
other
10 years
thing.
maybe?
So it's about 1959 and 1925,
Okay,
so
so
between 25 and 59.
25, 30.
But the first one came out in 1907, which was a silent short. So 1907, 1925, 1959. So does a reboot need to have a certain amount of time as well
Yes.
between them?
Yeah, because
And-
it's like kind of like we're just making it current, and to the point where you almost forget. Kids these days are not going to know who Ben-Hur is.
No.
And I've heard of the movie, and I was in film school and I never watched it. Okay.
That's like that classic. It's like in the same realm as like Ten Commandments, that kind of shit, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
I've heard it. You've always seen clips of it, but
Sure.
I've never seen the movie. Okay,
So-
but I've
Right.
heard like so much about it.
Yeah.
Along those lines,
Yeah.
because thinking of old movies, you know what is actually in the same realm, but I would consider this one a reimagined is Scarface. Because Scarface is originally a
Yeah.
movie from the 1930s, which I think was literally about like Al Capone in Chicago, and then the
Okay.
Scarface that we all know is like, you know, fucking Tony Montana selling blow in
that
Florida.
shit was
That's like
crazy.
Yeah,
that's like
and-
a reimagined to me, where you're taking the
Because they-
basic elements and shifting it somewhere else.
And you're
That's
turning
right.
it into a whole different vibe and everything. Like
That's
the
you're
right.
movie's
talking,
fucking
you know,
great, though. By the way, the movie's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Is it? We need to put that to the test. I don't think. I think.
We
That
may.
movie's ridiculous, dude.
It's ridiculous, yeah.
But
It's-
you're right.
to the
It's
test now that I
almost
think about it.
comical. That movie.
But you're
Oh, yeah.
right, Billy.
If you
They
watch
took-
it, it's almost comical.
They took a property, they rethought it, they recast it, but they also put it in a different context, a different historical context.
Yeah, he's
context
Cuban.
and
He's not
everything.
Italian. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's like a reimagine. I feel
I'd
like a
agree.
reboot is something like we did this. Let's just put new actors in it and make it more modern. And
Yeah.
like Gone in 60 Seconds, right? Like they didn't change.
Wait, they did another one already?
So
No,
it wasn't
It
originally.
wasn't original.
Oh, from back in the day.
That's
Ah,
right. And then they rebooted it.
I like
But
that.
no one
movie. It's a
really
guilty
knows.
pleasure.
Yeah,
It
like-
is a guilty pleasure. It's so worst acting of Angelina Jolie's life, but like
Bro, worst acting of every person
everybody
in
in that movie.
Nicolas
All of
Cage
them.
is terrible in most movies, and like he's
Yeah.
terrible in that one.
Oh, and there's
He
a
has
movie-
like 3 movies that he's good in.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Face Off is one of them.
yeah.
Take my face off. And obviously the one he won the
You know
Oscar
why
for.
he's good in it? It's because he's acting like Travolta.
Okay, do you know why he's good in that movie? I'm going to tell
Because
you
they're
right now.
making fun of each other.
So here's the thing. According to our, I would say like podcast like gurus, how did this get made? When Nicolas Cage finished Con Air, he immediately went to the set of Face Off, like almost immediately, and
Yes.
started filming Face Off.
Amazing.
And the first scene that they filmed was the ending scene. So they didn't even know what the both of them were going to do with each other's attitudes. So they didn't know what they were going to do. They did the final scene first. They filmed that first. That's
That's
crazy.
Why not?
crazy, dude.
I mean, that's crazy that movies are made that way too. Because
Yeah.
like, you know, like to take it, that. Man,
Yeah.
actors are nuts. Like,
Yeah.
you make fun of him, but like, think about that. Like, it's the end of the movie. You have no feeling to it. Like,
Yep.
you know, you're just. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
do this scene. What's the
Well, that's
scene?
why some
Oh,
of them
this
have
is
said,
hard.
like, I've heard Pacino say that he prefers stage acting because you're actually acting out the story, you know,
the whole
Yeah.
story. Yeah,
which is crazy
Yeah.
for him to say that. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, one of the
Yeah.
best
Yeah.
actors of our generation, you know?
Okay,
well,
so
I mean, like maybe he just
yeah.
likes. Yeah, he likes to be a linear guy. Like instead of just, hey, put this scene in. Like, because then there's no real connection. All right, so where we at?
reboots.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like we've kind of put some parameters around
We
this.
put some
Sure.
context in it.
We didn't
so
even get to what we were going to judge.
are they? Would you say there are too many reboots right now?
Yes,
Yes.
1000%. No
Yeah,
new
this is-
ideas. Everything's a reboot. You know, you're taking classic movies that are not even that old, in my opinion, right?
Not.
Like,
What are we
and-
saying is a reboot, acceptable reboot time?
I mean, it's
30 years? I don't know. Here's the
How old
problem.
is How old are your kids?
10 is my oldest. So the problem is we're getting old. So things that don't seem that long ago. Like I'm thinking American Psycho. I'm like, fuck you, first of all. And then second of all, like that
Except
just
it
came
is-
out and I'm like, no, it's fucking 25 years old. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
but
Yeah.
why do it? And I think that's the
No
question.
need.
It's like, why have a
Yeah,
reboot
but
or
somebody
something
who's
like that?
somebody who saw Italian Job, right?
Yeah,
That was a reboot,
Yep.
that
Right.
was like a reboot,
a remake,
reimagine reboot,
if
yeah.
you say.
Yep.
a remake.
It actually really was like a remake. Like it, there was nothing. If you watch the original and then you watch that one, you're like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like one was more of a comedy.
Yep.
It was British humor, and the other one was like Mark Wahlberg
Okay,
action movie. So like,
Another one like that is you ever see The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 where they remade
Yeah.
that and the original
Yeah.
one's
Garbage.
fucking awesome with Walter Matthau. Like that movie's
Yes.
fucking great and the remake
Yeah.
was hot dog shit.
yeah,
so
I'm
according,
thinking like
Go ahead.
25, 30 years, and that's the problem. Is that yeah, I agree, Billy. Like you're like
We're getting old.
We just watched that, and it's like no, because your kid wouldn't know what it was.
Yep, exactly.
You know.
So
It's tough.
according to like some of the stuff online, like has um a reboot is like a fresh start for an entire franchise or a movie, often significantly altering the story and characters to restart the narrative.
Okay.
I think people do that, but I really think they stick to the main core root of it. And a remake is a new version of a single film or a piece of media. So maybe it's just like some of these things aren't franchises, but maybe Hollywood just doesn't know what words to use. Like they're using reboot when it's supposed to be a remake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other
like
thing too is like classic movies should not be touched, in my opinion. And
well,
I know
A Star is
know-
Born had been remade several times.
Fuck, you're right.
That is a
good
come on,
point.
That's crazy.
And people actually like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a terrible movie, the new one. I thought it was.
But I'm saying like people didn't even mind it. Like I knew somebody who was like my mother-in-law was like, "Oh, I remember the original one."
Yeah.
And they didn't mind the remake. And I was like, "You're not mad at it?" Like I think we're just we're
I mean,
angry.
so like
I think
that's the
we're
thing with Point
assholes. Is what
Break.
it comes
We're-
down
yeah,
to.
we're
That's
at
what
a
you're looking
point.
to say,
We're
man.
at we're at a point where it's
Where it come to
annoying
that
to
point.
us. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
Because there's so many of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess we're being flooded by it and the legacy sequels and all that other stuff.
yeah.
And I would much rather a legacy sequel over a reboot.
Yeah.
Yes. Keep the continuity at least. Yeah.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
annoying and it's a money grab, but they're all annoying and money grabs, right?
Yeah.
But it's like at least it's like okay, they're continuing a story that I remember, and the world still exists. Where the new one, it's like that world doesn't exist. We're retconning that world.
Yeah, and it's kind of the hubris to think that you can do certain things better, like Roadhouse. Like no fucking way you're doing that movie better. Like
That was a big
American
mistake.
Psycho, there's no fucking way you're doing that movie better. It's such an arrogance to think that you can take some films and hey, we're gonna reboot it and do a fresh take on it. Like no, stay the fuck away from it. Like a lot of times, like you'll see people take like a shitty movie and reboot it, and you're like, oh, I didn't even know that was a movie before because it was some obscure fucking movie.
Yeah.
I'm less mad at that, you know?
Sure. And the thing now you can argue this that you're trying to market a movie. You could have called Roadhouse Bouncer or any other thing. But you're calling it Roadhouse because you're going to get people like us who did watch that fucking movie, whether we liked it or not.
Mm-hmm.
You're
We
selling a
did.
movie.
Check out the episode.
Yeah. So like if we're angry, yeah, and then we have this fucking show to talk about it, but like
Yeah.
it's whatchamacallit. It is for a marketing stance, nobody gives a those guys, if I was a marketing company, I love the fact that we hate reboots. Why? Because we're going to fucking go see it because it's called that.
Yeah, you're right.
So you're just going to get our age group that we know we're not. There's no way they're ever going to make a movie that's going to be better than the movie that we saw as the child or the teenager.
Well,
it's not going to be possible. Now your kid might like it. Your teenager might like it. We're going to say, it was fine. Piece of shit though. Ours was better. But we went and got to see it. Guess what? They still sold a fucking ticket. It was like when people used to listen to Howard Stern because they hated Howard Stern.
They hate listening to it.
So it works. It's annoying. It's stupid. You should stop and you should come up with new shit. But guess what, man? People just trying to make a buck.
It's
And
rage
they gotta
baiting.
Fucking do it.
That's all it's doing.
And
It's
we're
rage
falling
baiting.
for it.
And we
Absolutely.
are. Like, dude,
Yeah.
American Psycho, you're going to watch it, Billy. You're going
I
to
know
watch
I'm
it
going.
'cause
I'm
you
going to
can't-
hate watching
You can't wait to fucking hate it. You can't
Yeah.
wait to hate that movie.
Yeah.
And
And if it's good, I won't admit that it is.
and part of it is a brilliant marketing scheme because like what works best? Hey, low hanging fruit. Let's remake this thing.
It's
Why?
true, bro.
You know why? Because all the people that used to see it are going to go see it, even though they don't want to see it because they want to think about the old movie. And then guess what? We're going to put it on Netflix, and then everybody's going to buy Netflix because that old movie is now on Netflix or Hulu or Prime. And guess what's fucking being watched? The old
Yeah.
movie. So
Yeah, you're
now
right.
we're
Double dipping.
getting played, bro.
Double
We're
dipping,
getting
yep.
fucking played.
God damn it, you're right.
Oh man. Fuck you, Hollywood. So let's go through some of these reboots
Yeah, so let's
that I
just hear
found.
about them and like.
Yeah,
let's
now
just
that
hear
we've
about
set
them.
the barriers
So
around
we've
it, and
talked-
it's very clear how we feel about them in general, like less
And
fucking
it- yeah.
rage.
And it's all really confusing. Remake,
Yeah.
reboot, reimagine. They're just using the words like interchangeably, right?
Absolutely.
So here's the thing: on this show we've already talked about some of these, but there are some we should touch on again. But I do want to say that apparently. On the website Den of Geek, apparently Lilo and Stitch is getting a reboot or remake in May.
Is it Leo and Stitch like real? Or
Lilo
Stitch?
and Stitch, I guess computer animated sort
So it's
of
not
Lilo.
live
and Stitch.
action.
Let's see.
It's not live action.
Oh wait. The alien is an
Is
alien,
animated.
is animated.
Okay.
I'm not seeing any people in it yet. No, it's just the alien they showed. I mean, it might be a mix of both.
So it is. Okay. I think it's going to probably be live action.
It's gonna be both, right? Like he's gonna be the.
It's
thing
not
is
going to be
gonna make him-
cartoon.
It's gonna be
No.
like Roger Rabbit.
Probably
They
something
should
like
bring
that.
that kind of style back. I
No.
think they tried it.
Yeah,
They tried
I
it.
think
It
failed.
failed.
Yeah,
Well, they
But-
kind of do it
yeah.
with Sonic. It's like
Yeah.
real.
That's what
it's.
that's what I think
That makes
Lilo and
sense.
Stitch will probably be.
Yeah.
So should they be remaking or rebooting Lilo and Stitch? I've seen some of it, and I think it was fine.
I never
Why-
watched it.
I've never watched the full one either. I've seen bits and pieces, and I'm like, meh.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Stitch like an asshole?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it is.
Wasn't he like a really
like an asshole
rambunctious
alien.
like
He
alien?
was like a gizmo. He was like a gremlin.
yeah.
I
so
don't
they
know why they're
reimagined
doing
Gremlins.
this. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. But again, like we keep saying, these are just money grabs. These are just in
Dude.
order to like create content that and the thing is, nostalgia is so big. I mean, obviously we have this podcast, but that they're now like just digging into so many things. It's like, let's just fucking remake this thing. Let's remake this
Yep.
thing. And
I
it's
think-
not anything new.
Disney
the
is also
question-
lazy as shit, dude. Like Disney,
Yeah.
like
Oh.
look what they've been doing lately. Marvel, they're just
Oh,
bending
God,
Marvel
stop.
over
They
a
need to
chair
stop.
and doing everything it's worth. They're doing the same thing
They're
with Star
ruining it.
Wars. Now they're like, hey, we're gonna make live action films of every one of our cartoons. Like there's no fresh ideas. They're just going back to the well over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Well, then that mean like you can argue the statement of like if it ain't if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
I mean, it makes
Like,
money for them, and
it's-
that's
it's
why they're
making
doing
money.
it. You know,
I'm like,
Yeah.
and they're making less and less money, right? Like all the Marvel movies are not getting as
People are
great
getting
ratings
burned out.
They
they
that
did too
they
many.
did,
There was-
right? And like it's too
No.
many shows, it's too
Yeah.
many movies. It's like give us a break for a second so
Yeah.
we care about this. Like I don't need another Avengers movie for another year or two, and then when it comes out, maybe I'll be happy. Where
No.
movies, remember, we used to wait. We used to have to wait
Yeah.
for sequels. We
Now you don't have
we
to
used
wait for anything.
Now you
They
don't.
Now,
fucked
like,
up
it's
with
just-
the TV shows, man. They leaned into that too hard
That's
during the
what's-
pandemic,
that
where
fucked
there was
me
like
up, man.
back to back.
But
to
they
back
got
to
rid of
back.
the good ones. Like when Daredevil was on, and then they stopped Daredevil.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
show
what
was
is
They're bringing
man.
that back.
The season with the
Thank
Punisher was
God.
badass,
Bro, they're bringing it back.
And that's
but I
another
think it's
show
like-
that they should have fucking bring back. Is the Punisher? Two
yeah, but the
seasons
thing
for the
is
Punisher.
that shit was on Netflix, so it was even harder. Now it's like harder, like as in like it hit fucking awesomely, but like it was. Now I think it's going to be more Disney-fied. So
yeah,
it's
but
not gonna
Daredevil
be-
was super violent on.
I
Disney.
know. But dude, the new ones come. They're bringing it back.
Thank God.
But
That
I
was a
don't
good
know if
show.
it's
That show
going
was
to be
good.
as good. I don't know if it's
We'll
gonna be as
see.
good.
I just think like with Lilo and Stitch,
That
it's
show,
like
the original Daredevil show, reminded me of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie.
oh, it was so
Where it's
great.
like
Had
gritty,
that
and
vibe.
dark.
It was
Yeah,
gritty.
I agree.
It was great. But Lilo
I
and
would
Stitch,
agree.
why even bring it back? Just show your kids the original one. It's fucking fine. This is just stupid.
I
to
mean,
me.
dude, I don't care about the original one, so I don't really. To me,
Yeah,
this is just
I'm with
enough.
you.
Like, let's
I
get
won't
new
watch it.
fans. It's
Yeah,
just
I
getting
won't
new
watch it.
fans. That's it.
Now we talked about Superman, and I think it's just good to
Mhm.
bring up. Like, do we give a shit about another Superman franchise?
I don't give a shit about any Superman movies. I'm hot take coming,
Wow.
guys. I think
Wow.
Superman is the
You don't like-
lamest fucking superhero in the world,
Why?
dude. Like, he's just lame as shit. He's like super strong and can shoot lasers out of it. It's like 1950s bullshit, 1930s bullshit, right? Like golden
It
age of
was.
comics. I was
Yes.
always more of outside of Batman is really the only DC that I liked. I really like more of the Marvel stuff because it was more like when you're getting into like it was first of all, it was based in the real world. It's not fucking Metropolis or Gotham City. It's fucking Spider-Man's from Forest Hills, right? Like so it's more real.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt like the grittier, it was more violent. Like if you read any like Wolverine comics, like he's fucking cutting people's head off and shit.
Yeah.
Superman was always, it was corny, bro. It's just corny.
Okay,
I never liked any of them.
Wow. You never liked the Christopher Reeve?
No, I didn't like the Christopher Reeves one. I didn't like the one that had who's the guy who got
Smallville?
I watched that for a little bit. That show got annoying after like 3 seasons where you're like, just fucking tell Lana you're Superman, bro.
Yeah, come on. First of all,
Lois and Clark.
Didn't like the one they did after
we were
that.
supposed to believe that it's like glasses were gonna like actually it was a disguise, or was there like an actual power that like he made when he had the glasses on? He was able to distort his face.
No, he had nothing.
No.
Is that like the
corny
theory?
golden age of era comics?
That was
that's
like
you
but
take
you
your
could then
glass
make
off, or you put on a little mask, and no one knows the fuck you are.
But then you could make fun
like
of
the Green
Batman,
Hornet.
like I am Batman. I am Batman. Like
Yeah,
you
but
could
come
make
on,
fun
the
of
fact
Batman.
that no one knows that anyone is Batman, like get the fuck out. The richest man is Batman. Look at his vehicles. Like who's the richest person in that city?
I'll say this. I will say Superman, why he's definitely an alien is because nobody could be that powerful and be human and be nice.
No,
like
he's from another
like
planet.
I love the shows where it shows like they jokes that like all fights with anybody going against Superman, Superman wins. Like he destroys them all. Like Batman and Superman fighting each other it's actually a joke. Like you can't.
Yeah, who cares?
That's why it's so silly. Like that's why I think he's corny, bro. It's just it's unfair. And then they had to do where they killed him with what's his name with the
Doomsday.
dude.
Yeah.
So
I had those comics.
Yeah, I remember. I thought they were gonna be worth a bunch of money. They weren't worth shit because everyone bought it.
Worth anything. Like no one gave a fuck.
I thought the most interesting one, Superman movie for me. I didn't like the reboot they did with who's the guy that played Lex Luthor, the guy that then did House of Cards and now is like all in hot water. Kevin Spacey. Didn't like that one. I liked the first one they did with who's the guy, the last guy. What's his fucking name? That just left.
Cavill.
Yeah, I like the first one of those. I thought was good.
First one was great.
But then people got pissed off because Superman killed people. I mean, no, he didn't kill people. Like he was trying to stop Zod, and like they ran into buildings and people died. Like he didn't fucking kill people.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think the
new
new one. I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see it. They have Super Dogs in it.
Oh come on!
It's ridiculous. It's like really comic booky. I'm just kind of like, all right, it's reimagined.
That's fair.
I don't, like whatever. Like again, I'm not paying for it. I'm not going to the theater.
That's the thing. None of us give a fuck enough to go to the movie theater to go see these things.
Which sucks because like they spent all this money to make it like a higher definition and be able to be on this big screen. It's like,
who cares?
We're all watching this on a fucking tablet or maybe on a home screen
in the bathroom.
While taking a shit. Like so, like what the fuck?
The best way to watch a Superman movie.
Which is so bad. It's like, we spent all this money. And it's like, somebody needs to make a movie.
Did you see The Brutalist? Yeah, lots of bathroom time.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But okay, I'm actually not excited to see it, but I will watch this.
You're okay with it?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go
I'll
to this
probably
next
watch
one.
at some point too.
August 1st, apparently we're getting a Naked Gun reboot. And this is a real reboot because it's a franchise.
Okay, but are they making it a comedy?
Starring Liam Neeson.
Okay, so I think you can't I don't know. Like, why couldn't you just like make a reimagine of this and call it something else? I guess because it's a money grab. You need to get the people that like that comedy. But
so
will that kind of comedy work now?
They don't do those movies anymore, so I don't know. No. That whole genre has gone away over the last like 20
all
years.
of it, Scary Movie, Hot Shots, all that stuff.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Well, according to this article, it's supposed
for it.
It's supposed to be sort of a legacy sequel, but it's like not like they're trying to like toe this weird line of like the role of Liam Neeson would be the role of Frank Drebin, who was
Yeah,
we all know like hilarious,
it's
and
hilarious, dude.
Yeah,
but
I
some
mean,
reports have listed it as
scenes.
Frank Drebin Jr. So
Ah,
apparently that's what it is. But I don't know. I think this is one of those things where they're
who's gonna play
trying to not
Norseberg?
call it a reboot. When we all know it's a reboot.
Yeah,
I don't
I
want
don't
to see
know.
this.
I mean, I'm interested to. I think I'm more interested to see the reaction of people
mm,
because, like, I don't know. Although, like, there's so much weird sarcasm in like TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff. I don't know if people are okay with this kind of parody.
are they going to do it the
No.
same way though? That's what I don't know, right?
No, they're not going to do it the same
And
way.
who
It's
are
going to
they?
be
Who are
watered
they
down.
actually going to cater to? Like our age? Are they going to cater to like
Young
people
kids, younger,
who
not
should
young kids,
play?
younger people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Leslie Nielsen is a genius, and the problem
Dude,
is like Liam Neeson. How the fuck is
not.
Liam Neeson going to be the goddamn star of this comedy? I've never seen him do anything funny.
no,
No.
nope.
No.
Yeah, it's not. It's not going to work. Well, then again, apparently, like Leslie Nielsen, when like way back, was a serious actor, and then he started doing this stuff. Like the original Poseidon
might.
Adventure, he's the captain, and he's like a serious actor. But I feel like his whole second of his career is real pivoted, right? Because wasn't the first thing he was in Airplane, right? Like
Yeah.
that was the first time. Yeah,
Well, maybe. Yeah. I mean, you could
another
be
movie
right
in this
about.
genre.
You could be right about that. Like, remember when Robert De Niro did a couple of like he did Meet
Yeah.
Dirty Grandpa.
Fockers and whatever,
Yeah,
and like everybody thought it was hilarious because he played a gangster, and now all of a sudden he's like in
Yeah.
comedy. So
Yeah.
could this be Neeson's like
no,
Meet the Fockers?
no.
I'll.
You know.
I mean, look, if it's streaming, I'll probably put it on some night just to see. I'll probably hate watch it once again.
Mhm.
Oh man,
But I mean, because those Nick
But yo,
movies, I
there's
watched
no
one
way
of
they
them
could do
recently. They're
Airplane.
so fucking funny.
they'll never
Oh,
be able
God.
to do an Airplane
No, dude,
Bro, like-
no way.
or Hot Shots.
No,
That was streaming recently too. I watched that. That was fucking hilarious too.
They
Dude,
can't even
this-
do Scary Movie. They would
No.
never be able to do Scary Movie,
No.
Hot Shots. There was
Dude,
another one.
They did like superhero movie where Leslie Nielsen was actually in it. He played like the Uncle Ben type character.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I mean, again,
no.
I'll give it a watch. I don't have any high hopes for it.
Yeah, I'm
I
not excited for it, but I'll probably watch it at some point.
I think they're just trying to like do anything at this point. And with the idea of Liam Neeson in it just really bugs me out. I think that it's a comedy. But maybe that's the problem too. Like how many really good comedies have actually come out recently? Like how many
Not
really
good, man. Like when was the last like old
original
school?
comedy?
Or
Right,
when
old
was the
school.
last? When was the last Hangover?
Or Wedding Crasher. I mean, that was also now going like 2007, probably, right?
Where are those?
Bridesmaids.
Where's those comics?
That shit was funny.
I mean,
I
I'll
don't
usually
know.
watch like stupid Will Ferrell movies pop up on like Amazon Prime, and I watch it, and it's like mildly entertaining, but it's
fine.
not like
Like,
a
there
good
was-
movie. There was
Yeah,
the
there
one
was
that
the
just came
one
out
with-
recently where his daughter's getting married the same
Yes,
weekend.
with
Yeah.
Witherspoon.
Yeah, and, like
That
it was
looked like
mildly
garbage.
It was
entertaining.
fine. It was fine.
Yeah,
Would
they
you
were
but
funny
funny the
not-
movie
parts.
theaters?
But like,
No.
guess what? I'm not. We're not quoting it. We're not.
No.
The zeitgeist isn't talking about it all the time.
No.
Not like not
Not at
like
all.
old school. Yeah,
No,
So good.
exactly.
which is 22
Alright.
years old, by the way.
Oh my god.
Was
All
it good?
right. Oh my god, that scares the shit. It's
Right,
crazy.
So that means
So-
it's on the list for us to be able to watch.
That's
And then
right.
Put to the test.
So we did start talking about this before we started recording, and that's Anaconda. Apparently, 1997's Anaconda. The so
Okay,
bad
this
it's
movie-
good movie.
It's
The John
fine
Voight,
that it's a remake, in my opinion.
Jennifer Lopez.
You said it's what?
I think it's fine that it's a remake. This movie is so bad that it's good that it's okay that you made another one.
I actually, despite what I said earlier, I've been thinking about it, and you're right because this is like it's an obscure movie. Like it's not like a big movie at the time. I think we saw the first one in the theater. Like some of us, if I
We
remember
did.
correctly, because it was.
I
and
saw
it
it
was
in
just,
the theater.
it was like
Yeah.
laughing because it's so ridiculous, and you
Yeah.
have Ice Cube
So dumb.
acting like he's like Boys in the Hood. Oh shit, a snake! And it's like it was just ridiculous. It was
It
absolutely
was a ridiculous movie. I mean, J Lo was at her like, hey, we're gonna do everything with J Lo Prime, right?
Yep.
She
Yeah.
was like, they were like, strike while all the iron is hot. So like,
Yeah.
get her in movies, get her in shows, get her in TV, get her whatever. We're gonna make this is like Snakes on a Plane shit. Like you're like,
Yeah.
wait, what is this movie about? And then
Snakes.
Owen Wilson is in this movie
For no reason.
for no reason, and he's like making it. Of course, there's a sex scene, like whatever it is. It is a
Horrible.
crazy movie. I wasn't scared of snakes or anacondas afterwards because of how bad the movie was. So it's like, I'm fine with this movie being rebooted.
You know what that movie scared me about is when they're in the Amazon and they say that if you go in there, there's the microorganism that swims up your dick and puts snakes in it.
Yeah.
That scared the fuck out of me.
Bill, that lives in my head rent free.
Yeah,
that
dude, it's fucking terrifying.
Of that bug that does that or that fish that does it. I don't know what the fuck they call it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
But look that shit up. It's real.
Yeah, fuck that.
And I'm like, I ain't going to the Amazon.
I'm never going.
Why would I want to go there?
Piranhas and gators and things that make your dick fall off. I'm good.
That's crazy. Something fucking could come up your piss stream and fucking fuck you up.
Yeah.
No.
I'd rather get. And doesn't at one point there's like a gigantic wasp that they pull out of someone's mouth that killed them, or
the main guy, the guy who I forget what his name is, but he was like in a coma the whole movie.
Yeah, because he had a gigantic wasp in his mouth.
No, all right. So who's in this new one?
Okay, so it's going to star Jack Black and Paul Rudd as
members. Is this going to be a comedy then?
I don't know.
Oh, it's going to be a super comedy
of a circus troupe who get lost in the rainforest where they're bedeviled by a giant snake.
Okay.
Tom Gorkman, who blessed the world with the fantastic Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal memes, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, is going to direct the remake, which means Anaconda may not descend into self-satisfied snark, which I disagree. I think it will be so much snark.
Oh,
Jack Black and Paul Rudd, come on.
Yeah, I think they're going to make fun of that they're in a movie about Anaconda.
Yeah. Which may make it more entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah.
How are they not going to with these two actors?
Take the piss out of it.
These two actors are going to decide to like play a serious two dudes? Like,
I mean, what has Jack Black done? Like 2 serious movies his entire life, right? Like,
stop it.
Sort of.
Yeah. This is going to be like Tropic Thunder type of shit. Like, hey, we're in a movie about a movie about a movie. That's what this is going to be.
I feel like I'm glad you brought that movie up, Manny, Tropic Thunder, because I feel like that is the moment where it's just like before Tropic Thunder, after Tropic Thunder. I think like
with comedy?
With yeah.
Could
I think that was the last one.
Did you like it?
Did I like Tropic Thunder?
Yeah.
I think Tropic Thunder is the craziest fucking thing
I've ever seen. It's fucking nuts, dude. That movie is crazy.
The fact that Tom Cruise is in that
Tom
movie.
Cruise dance movie. And he's not more than that. He's like plays a lot in that movie. He's like,
he's like take a step back and literally fuck your own face.
Now I will murder you.
Yeah. Well, the problem is
playing a dude that plays another dude. Oh no, dude.
Like, wow, the blackface issue, and then Tom Cruise is playing like a stereotypical Jewish movie mogul. Like, there's a lot of problematic shit with it.
The whole
thing funny as shit.
Ben Stiller being like, basically they're like commenting on Sean Penn's role in I Am Sam, like which those
he's like you can't go full.
You can't
never
do
go
that.
full.
And it's just like I remember seeing that in the movie theater, I think, and I was just like, holy
man, they didn't hold anything back. So that's what I'm saying. Like that was
it.
Comedy allowed to be in mainstream like. That you don't see that in mainstream comedy anymore. You see that.
I don't think you can
do it. And I don't know,
they're trying to bring that shit back. I've seen some stand-ups lately that I'm like, whoa, that was
but
the stand-ups still do. I think stand-ups have always pushed it, right? Like but it goes back to the same as like Mel Brooks movies. You can't do those anymore.
No,
like Blazing Saddles. No,
because it's like
Spaceballs. Even Spaceballs wouldn't fly.
Spaceballs.
You would have to be able to do these things in a smart way, though. I mean, it's like, am I making people the butt of the joke, or are they in on the joke? Right? Like, there's 2 different ways to do it. Right?
Yeah.
So like, it's just like, I think with Tropic Thunder, I think it was a little bit of both. I think they were trying to figure that out, but I just don't think that. Yeah. I think that was the last comedy. I mean, I don't know when did Old School come out, but that Old School is just like
that's a different type of comedy.
Yeah, it's you know what, and I think the Mel Brooks ones are a little different because I think that one is like everyone was in on the joke. It wasn't like punching down, right? Like little different.
Yeah.
I was I was gonna make a point and I totally lost it. Oh, you know where the only people I could see pulling it off because they kind of do this are Trey Parker and Matt Stone, South Park guys, right? Because they
somehow figured it out.
they kind of lean. I mean, if you watch South Park, man, the shit that they do on that is
Well, dude,
fucking
the
ridiculous.
thing about South Park is because it's animated.
Yeah.
If South Park was like a real life people playing those characters, people wouldn't fucking like it, dude. People would lose their mind. Same thing with like Simpsons and Family Guy. Like the fact that it's animated, it's like sits better with people because like, oh, I'm thinking that, but like, it's not real. It's
same
like
with Team America with the fucking puppets.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
But how do you explain It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I mean,
good point.
Yeah, good point.
But I think maybe there are episodes that they did, like some of those Lethal Weapon episodes. They're actually not on. You can't stream them. Like
really,
Lethal
Weapon.
I've never seen that one.
Oh, it's so
crazy.
Good.
It's so good. It is like I remember watching it. And I'm like, I might just get in trouble for watching this. Like,
so
this
good.
Is not right. It was.
I started
ridiculous.
rewatching that show recently. I watched the first season, and I'm like, how are they getting away with this? And then I'm like, oh, it's like 2004. Like,
yeah.
Well, same with The Office. I started rewatching The Office, and even the first couple episodes of that, I'm like, holy fuck, dude, because it's 20 years ago.
So yeah, Anaconda. I might be interested in it. You know,
I think I'm
down. I'm down to watch that one just because that movie sucked.
That's what I was gonna say. That is our rule here on the Nostalgia Test podcast. It's like if the movie was trash, if it was already garbage, go ahead and remake it. Have fun with it, reboot it, whatever. But it's the reboots of things that are good, that were fun, that have good.
That's like
leave it alone.
Imagine trying to reboot. Well, they tried it. They did it, but it was franchise. Like reboot the original Rocky.
No.
You know, like they had to continue it as like,
don't give people ideas.
Creed, but I'm just saying, like, I guess you could say Creed was kind of like 1 and 2 or 3 involved in there, but it's like, it was like kind of like it was
just like an expanded universe.
Yeah, but like
exactly.
But like, imagine trying to get the same vibe as Rocky. Like, you just can't.
Can't. I mean, I think maybe the more successful reboot was probably the Star Trek franchise because people love it. Even the Star Trek fans, like when they rebooted those movies and took a different spin on it, like people really enjoyed those.
Some people were pissed though because they said it was more like Star Wars, where it was too much like fighting and shit, as opposed to like
because Star Trek was more about Star Trek was more about like philosophy and like the whole point was that, and I didn't realize this even though I was a Star Trek fan, or I watched it when my uncle watched it, was that it's in the future where they don't need to work because everything's just like AI and everything just happens. So like you're just more exploring the human psyche and stuff.
So like, you're just doing
so it's a communist utopia is what you're saying?
Yeah. Dude, because like I'm like, so how do they pay for shit? And it's just like they just had credits. Like they just had things. And it's like because I guess the world got to the point where like nobody had to actually, or the universe got to the point where nobody actually had to work because there was things just being appeared and made by machines. So like you had the ability to do more things like hobbies and other things. So there wasn't really any fighting in Star Trek. It was more of like exploring the human whatever.
And wearing those tights.
Exploration, dude. Yeah, they would always go and find a new planet, and like that planet wanted to fight because they weren't in the new society. But yes, it was actually really about colonism.
It was about imperialism. Imperialism. Oh man! All right, so there is a reboot that's a questionable one for me, and that's the Running Man reboot with Glenn Powell.
Was that movie a good one?
Okay, see, that's the thing.
Not really.
It's like
entertaining. I love it. It's entertaining as shit. But like the end where the thing shoots out and fucking blows up for no reason. Like,
yeah, it's like because that could be another line of like it was so bad it was good.
Yeah.
That's
it
what I think it
wasn't.
is.
It
It's
wasn't
his Arnold
Roadhouse level.
movie. No,
Yeah.
no, it was not that level. Here's the one reason I'm open to this one. So as you guys know, I'm a huge Stephen King fan, and The Running Man was a Stephen King novel that he wrote originally. It was one of the Bachman books where he's writing under the pseudonym Richard Bachman. And the plot of the book completely different than the movie. Like the movie where it's kind of like they're in like it's like taking like one of those like fucking Double Dare, one of those shows you grew up watching Nickelodeon, but you're getting murdered, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The plot of the book are basically they release the criminals in the country and they have bounty hunters and these guys can do anything. They're like hopping flights, driving all over the country, and they're trying to track them down and kill them, but it's still being like shown on TV somehow. I don't remember how exactly, but it's like a totally different, like much more expansive, wide open. At one point, like someone steals a plane and flies it into something, but like it's if to me, if they go closer to the source material as opposed to trying to reboot the movie, I think it could be interesting, right?
I mean, you could do that nowadays because, like, with technology, you'd be able to follow these people with phones and like cameras that are everywhere.
So they could go that route, and
like
then you're kind of almost doing
could
the
follow these
reimagined.
people. These dashboard cams, like you can get, you can do it that way. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they go that, I think it could be interesting because there's so many times where like, you ever do it where you watch a movie and you like it until you read the book that it's based on. You're like, whoa, that movie is shit compared to the book, right? So it could be one of those situations.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm curious to see what they're going to do. And I think like in this case, because it's maybe within the parameters of it being a bad movie and to begin with, that Glenn Powell is probably a better choice for Running Man because Schwarzenegger, who's going to like battle Schwarzenegger? You can't do anything with him.
No.
So in the original Running Man, apparently one of the people that was up for that part was Patrick Swayze. That would have been actually a much better movie.
Yeah,
Patrick
probably.
Swayze.
Arnold was just playing Arnold, right? That's all it was,
And you can't. Who's gonna defeat Arnold? Like he's too big.
Arnold
so,
doesn't
like,
lose, bro. He never loses.
No.
Not allowed
Even if
to.
they reboot it, and because,
Even when he
like,
lost, he won.
Yeah, even if they reboot it, they should just keep going along too with the bad guy being the host of Family Feud. So they should cast Steve Harvey.
Oh, what's his name? Oh God, that'd be hilarious. Steve Harvey's Family Feud is hilarious, by the way.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
greatest!
It's so good.
It is the greatest.
So
it
good,
is the
dude.
greatest.
His reactions when people
Inappropriate
say some
things,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, he needs God, it's amazing. It's the one place where like white people and black people get together in a peaceful way.
Yeah. Family Feud, bringing races together, man.
There we go.
It's okay. Oh my God! All right, so there is what we need to talk about before we end this, and that is Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers reportedly in the works, a reboot.
Okay.
Top Gun 2 director eyed for it, and it's Starship Troopers. I mean, people.
Top Gun 2, Maverick.
The director of Top Gun 2 Maverick, I'm guessing, is the director that they're eyeing for this reboot.
Okay. Wow.
I love the first
of all,
Starship Troopers. I saw that in the movie theater.
Here's the thing.
I haven't seen that in years.
Are they going to reimagine it to be like more serious? Because if you get if you're getting Maverick's director, are you now making a Starship Trooper that would be like a real sci-fi action, like fucking wow? Or let's say, like, to me, what was the gem of Starship Troopers was the parody of it.
Yeah.
And the parody of making fun of how the government was just like using propaganda to get these people to like fight for something that was never going to win.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
like, dude, it was a genius movie. Like, even like what the monster looked like.
Yeah.
And, like, they're like censored. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great movie.
It was great.
Stupid, but it was great. It wasn't bad on the level of like Running Man or Anaconda. Like, actually, it was good.
They said it was based on the Archie comic.
Oh, really?
Oh, I see that now.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All the friends and stuff. Absolutely.
So the weird guy that was like the one guy that was like a maniac, that blonde guy, he was like what, Jughead or something?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that
bro, watch it in that rate, like knowing that.
So the main guy's supposed to be Archie, and then the redhead that was a lunatic was, I guess, one of the girls he was in love with.
Yes,
and then the other one was, I guess, Veronica or something.
Yes, yeah, man.
That other girl,
and they're
dies.
all friends, and like, yeah, Crazy.
In that
dude.
movie, when that girl dies, it is so horrible because right before that, she gets together with that guy, and then all of a sudden, like they get attacked, and she gets stabbed by a bug. It's just like
Yeah.
they always do this in movies. It's just like, oh, they had sex, must kill one of them.
I remember when that movie came
Yeah.
out and how many people were talking about it. This is what I miss about like not having phones, which is many things that I miss about it. And it was like the more like the cooler talk, or like when you got to school and you were like talking about this movie that you saw on the weekend. Like I remember talking about this movie.
Right.
Yeah, this movie definitely seems up Tony's alley.
He loved it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do recall this movie being pretty good in the fact that first of all it was cool story, and
Yeah.
second of all
All right, I'm back.
it was just done the right
Sorry.
way, parody wise. Dan's back.
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested in seeing this.
I'll
Do I
check it
think
out.
it's gonna be the same vibe? Maybe they should call this like more of like a reimagined.
Yeah, but weren't there several of them? So it's a reboot. So if they're rebooting the franchise,
There was a couple of them.
I mean, I think
I
it was
only
like-
remember the first one, dude.
I
And
think
the
it was.
first one was ridiculous.
I think it was like Starship Troopers 2, Hero of the Federation, that came out in 2004.
But like it was supposed to be a comedy, right? Like we were supposed to be watching a bad movie.
I don't
Correct.
think it was supposed to be a comedy. Let's see. Starship Troopers was, let's see, 1997 science fiction action film based on the novel by Robert A. Heinlein.
Hmm.
So there's another one based on a book. Dude, all these things are fucking
Bro,
based
this
on-
movie to me was laughing at itself.
Yo, this movie made $121 million. It was a
Oh my
hit.
god.
Like
What did
I
it cost
feel
to
like
make?
that
100
yeah.
to 110.
Oh.
Dude, I don't know. I don't think they should be rebooting this one. They should just leave this one alone. Like they can't make another movie. I'm just
They tried a couple of the stars. They just didn't call it Starship Troopers.
what do they call it?
Any other science fiction movie that's come out about bugs and fighting.
Attack of
What they
bugs.
should remake
Yeah.
is that dumbass movie Arachnophobia.
Oh my god, with John Goodman.
That movie was trash.
That movie was
Hey.
trash.
That movie
Yeah, let-
terrified me the first time I saw it, though. 'Cause
Yes,
I
Yeah,
probably
but-
watched it way too young.
I do agree with that.
They
Was-
are going to remake Jordan Peele is going to remake The People Under the Stairs.
Mm,
Whoa.
Yeah.
that could be interesting.
That movie was scary as shit.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. I think with horror films, reboots and remakes are definitely like in the tradition. Like there's something about that. Like I saw the remake of, the Halloween series with that Rob Zombie did. I
Oh
saw
yeah, where he made everyone white trash.
Yeah, yeah. When did he redo the Friday the 13th movie as
No.
well? Well,
They
the
rebooted
remake of that was
They
good.
rebooted that recently. Was it?
I thought it
were
was
they
great.
rebooting the? I didn't see that one. Was it like a reboot of the original one with no Jason, where it was his mom?
No.
Spoiler
No,
alert!
no.
If you guys haven't seen a movie that's like 50 years old.
Yeah. Oh my god. So weird that movie. He was like
That video
under the
game
water
was
forever.
fucked.
That Nintendo
Oh.
game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not good.
That
Not
Nintendo-
scary as hell.
Dude, scary as fuck. I still
Dude, this-
remember that song, that music in that it was scary as shit. Like you couldn't play that with the lights off.
No.
No,
It was scary.
dude,
no, 'cause
I,
every time you hear
An 8-bit game scared me.
dude, they're terrifying. This Halloween, every Halloween, I'll like pick a horror movie franchise and go back and rewatch. This year, I watched the first 8 Friday the 13th up through
Oh my
up through
god.
Jason Takes Manhattan, which is where it's just fucking
Jason.
absolutely ridiculous.
that
Yeah.
movie's nuts.
He punches the guy's head off.
Yeah. It's just like what?
Did
Now
you
he's
like the first
superhuman.
one, Billy?
The first one I thought was great because it's actually like, look, is it dated and a little cheesy, but like it's kind of a mind fuck of a concept, right? Like where
Yeah.
because it was supposed to be a standalone movie at first, right? And then
Yes.
then Jason comes along and it got ridiculous, right? But like I thought the first one was great. I thought the first couple were good. The second one's a little ridiculous where he doesn't have the mask yet and he's wearing a burlap sack on his head. was kind of
Okay.
ridiculous. The third
Yeah.
one, he gets the mask, was good. The fourth one is where it starts going off the rails. So
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
'cause
There's
that's
that
where they
one-
Yeah,
started.
I
Yeah.
kind
putting
of
out
remember
one
the
every
first
year.
one being more suspenseful because like the camera movement was great because like
Yeah.
it was like first person kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Like,
You didn't know it was
or,
his
like, you
mom,
just
and then she
never really
shows
knew.
up at the end, and like
Yeah.
you don't know it, and the girl thinks she's trying to like, I'm here to help you, and she's actually the killer. Like, so
Yeah.
the first one I thought was really good.
Yeah.
So I think I'm still more of a Halloween franchise fan.
Mm.
I mean, those are probably two of my favorite ones. I rewatched Nightmare on Elm Street last year, and that did not hold up because that
No?
concept used to scare the fuck out of me. And the concept is terrifying, right? But the
Yeah.
movie itself was too cheesy.
You know what movie like I was disappointed by, and now this is going into a different space, but a Hellraiser. When I thought Hellraiser was gonna be
It's a
really
weird
scary.
sex movie.
Yeah, and I'm watching like, what the fuck is this movie about?
It's a
Stop
weird
playing with
BDSM
this
movie, bro.
box.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
yeah. And
every
the guy's
time they
skin
get
is not on, and it's very
oh
fucking
my
weird.
god, it's just like, what is this? And then Hellraiser 2, it's just the same shit. You're just like, why are they doing this?
Have you
Yeah.
guys
No.
have you guys at all watched Blair Witch again?
No,
No,
no.
We should do that for this year's Halloween because like
Yeah.
I remember the hype of this movie.
yeah.
And I'm like, is it still that scary?
I thought it was overhyped the first time I saw it because I saw it. I'm like, that's it.
Well,
Like,
you saw it in theaters, right?
I
Yeah.
saw it in the theaters.
So I got
scariest
I got
part
a
is the
copy
end.
of the VHS that was going out as like the
Oh, so you saw it
promotion.
before it was
I
too
saw it
built up.
before because I knew a guy who knew a
Mm.
guy who made the movie. So like,
There you
and I
go.
was watching it with Steve at my cousin Sandra's house.
Okay, that's scary.
Like freaking whatchamacallit, with the lights off and everything. First time when we just heard rumors of this. So like you remember it looked like a VHS, like you were watching the movie
yeah,
that came out and you're like, wait, was this real? Like, did this really happen? So like
Yeah.
that shit was scary. When I heard people watch it in the theater, I was like, there's no way you got as scared as I did.
No, it was not. It was not. It's not the same. The ending is the only
It
part that's
wasn't.
scary. Is like the end where the person's in the corner and they're like, "What the hell's
Yes.
going on?" And then like that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But
yeah. It was.
I could see
it was-
that
yeah.
being scary.
Yeah.
When I did watch it at Tommy's house once too. There was like a party and there was a room where everyone was watching it, and I was like,
Yes,
I'm just too
I know
drunk
that
for this.
room very well.
Is that the same room you listen to Animals in?
Oh, Umaguma.
Yes.
Umaguma, yeah.
Yes, that's the same room.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of other things happen in that room too.
Yeah,
Don't reboot
That's-
that.
it's for another episode.
That doesn't pass the test.
But yeah, so here we are at the end of our news episode. Are these episodes? Is this news? I don't know. It
I
is
think
now.
it's newsy.
I think it's the rant episode, the news rant.
But according to this show, I would say what I think the conclusion is that reboots are going to happen. There's too many of them. They're flooding the market, and some of them we don't need. If you're going to do a
Agreed.
reboot, it should be a shitty movie. Make it
Mhm.
crappy first. Take the shit movie and reboot that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Hollywood. Let's take
down with
some
that,
really, really bad movies that I still like, but
Yeah.
just remake them and make them like let's like make a C plus or C minus movie and a B plus.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
you know,
or
we should
even
ask
an
the
A.
audience. We should ask our audience, like, what are your top 5 that fall into this? Top 5 shitty movies that you would want to see remakes of
Yeah.
or reboots of.
Yeah, Dan did that like a story poll on this
I
one.
did
saw,
this,
I
and
saw a couple
so-
of things. Yeah,
Some of
Dave
them-
said Dave responded Conan, and I'm like, was Conan a bad movie?
Conan, no way, dude. The first one is
Right?
awesome.
Right, Bill?
Even the Destroyer
Right,
is good too.
Bill.
Where he swims out of water for like 5 minutes straight, and
Yes.
it had what's her name's in it? The really tall Jack Black chick. What's her name? Goddamn. Is Grace Jones? Is that who it is? She's in Conan the
Yes.
Destroyer. Yeah.
Bro,
I think it was her. But
I actually think that movie was. I didn't hate those movies. They
So
played
some-
a good part.
I think
that
some
era.
people.
Conan, what is
uh,
best in life?
but then it was like, wasn't there Conan or was it? Oh, Hercules in New York. That was a really bad.
That
one.
is a movie. That is a terrible movie. But I don't know if you guys. I actually own that on DVD because you
Do
can
you have
get
the
it
dubbed
with,
one?
Yeah, it has both tracks on it. So his accent was so bad that like he's like, "Hello, I am Hercules," and it's Schwarzenegger. So like when you watch that version, it's so ridiculous. At one point, he fights a bear at the Central Park Zoo, and it's
No.
clearly a fucking guy in a bear suit. Like it's
Wow.
it's if you've never seen it, you got to watch it because it's so bad.
Yeah.
So
It's
some
so
of the
bad.
things,
Yeah, let's get these C minus movies.
yeah, some
Redo
of the
that.
things that people said were the Quad Pro Quo Pod said 3,000 miles to Graceland, and let's put Austin Butler and Timothy Chalamet in that movie.
I never saw the
Okay.
original.
I
Kevin
did.
Costner's. They're all
It's-
Elvises.
They're all Elvises. It's what? Yeah, it is a bad movie. Okay.
Fuck
Yeah.
Elvis.
And then,
Yeah.
and then my friend Eric Fuhrer said, "Let's reboot Howard the Duck, starring The Rock."
Okay, it's gonna be worse.
Probably.
I don't want.
Yeah.
Yo, have you seen the
Howard the
beginning of
Duck-
Howard the Duck?
I don't want to
Watch
watch
the
Howard
start
Duck.
of Howard the Duck.
I know what happens.
Watch the first 10 minutes of that movie.
Duck boobs.
Yeah.
There's duck boobs. But like
Sold.
I'm sold. Yeah, I'm sold with redoing that movie.
Yeah, and I think our friend there from Rocktopus Jones Art, I don't know if he's got the idea that it should be a bad movie. He said Dick Tracy, and let's starring Josh Brolin.
Some
or
people
John
hated those
Bernthal.
movies, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
wants the Punisher to star in Dick Tracy. I mean, if we're gonna do a
Mhm.
hard R version to Dick Tracy, then John Bernthal, let's put him in.
Is
that
he
movie.
gonna play Flathead?
I think he would play Dick Tracy.
Ooh. Who would play Flathead?
I don't know, but I saw.
You
a
know what
weird-
Jeremy Renner would be? Was it Jeremy Renner? The guy from Venom. He's in Venom,
Oh,
which is like the worst role for
Oh,
him.
that not Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner's the guy that had the tractor fall on him last
Tom
year and
Hardy.
almost died. Tom Hardy. That's who it
Tom
is, yeah.
Hardy. That's
He's
what it
the
is.
shit.
Yeah, he's awesome, man.
I love him.
I've
in
seen
everything.
him in some crazy fucking movie. What was it called? Bronson. Was it
That
Bronson?
was a good movie.
Yo, he was sick in
Did
that.
you ever see that series he was in, Taboo?
No.
Oh, God, it's on Tubi. You should watch it. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know what they should
Yeah.
reboot? They should reboot B movies. Like I would like to see. Have you guys ever seen Death Race 2000? They should reboot that.
No, but I'm down with it. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I'm
There's
telling
a
you,
movie.
anything less than a B, anything that's like B minus.
Have you ever seen Death Spa? You should look up
No,
this
what is
artist.
that?
Death
Death
spa,
Spa.
like a gym or a spa, like is haunted or someone's ex
Horror
girlfriend.
slasher. Customers at an exclusive fat farm are haunted by a force which turns exercise equipment into deadly killing machines.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, I need to watch that.
It's
sounds
so
amazing.
stupid.
Oh,
Death
shoot.
Spa. But yeah,
Oh, there.
that and so I don't know any other movies that I would want rebooted. I think at this point, if it's really
Speed.
that bad,
No.
no, what?
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
Fuck
Oh
me.
my
I'm
God,
just
dude.
kidding.
I would have. we
Speed
would have-
two.
Did you guys do Speed already?
No,
No.
But I want to do Constantine because they're gonna come out with a sequel soon, possibly.
I like
Okay.
that movie when I watch it at least. So
Yeah.
What
That's-
about
I'm gonna have to watch that.
what about what's the movie that he plays the lawyer? Devil's Advocate?
Oh, that
Ooh, that's a
movie's out of
great
fucking
movie.
Hand.
With Keanu Reeves, where he tells the
Dude.
guy on the subway that his wife's fucking someone and that he should go home
Yeah.
and kill her.
Yeah. That movie's
Yeah.
Dude,
out of
that
fucking
movie's
hand.
fucking crazy.
Al Pacino like played the devil great. Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, is he playing?
Yeah.
But that girl from I think the girl from that plays the sister or whatever in the end of that movie, she's in Starship Troopers.
All right.
I'm pretty sure. But I saw a coming attraction for a movie last night with Robert De Niro, another mob movie. Like we need another one where he plays two people.
Yes.
So it's him twice.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
He's getting paid
anymore.
2 times, bro.
I think I'm kind of over it now. I think
Yeah.
I'm over Robert De Niro a little bit too. I think I'm just like,
Once,
Actually, just
once they
saw
did
him-
the Irishman, where like they
I
CGI'd like
wanna see
80-year-old him, like
Bro, I
in
shut
someone's
that off
ass.
after a half hour.
I
didn't
watched
even
the whole
wanna
thing.
watch
I
it.
thought
You
it,
watched
I
the
thought
whole
it was
thing?
okay. I thought it was okay, but
I did watch Zero Day on
what?
Netflix.
Was it good?
It was fine, but I thought it could ended better. It was fine, but you could tell he's reading from a teleprompter or something.
Ugh.
Apparently he doesn't remember his lines anymore.
Oh, so now actors have to wear cue cards on them, probably.
Yes.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
he's pulling the Ozzy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my
Crazy.
god. So yeah, if you're gonna reboot things, reboot something bad, reboot something crazy, reboot something that
Imagine
you know,
they do a Bronx Tale over.
no. What? Come on.
Imagine. Or
No.
Goodfellas.
Stop
No,
that.
no. No.
Don't
Bro,
do
I'm
this.
telling
What did
you,
what did they
they're
reboot
gonna.
recently? They rebooted Death Wish. Remember those movies with Charles Bronson that were always on Channel 11? They
With
rebooted that
Bruce
recently.
Willis.
Yeah, I didn't
Eh,
watch it, but I
I saw some of it. It was okay.
yeah.
I
I mean, the
mean,
first one, the
All right,
originals are
so
not great movies, right?
last but not least,
okay, here we go.
a remake, a legacy sequel, or a reboot of Back to the Future.
Fuck.
We're not rebooting this. We're not
I'm just
rebooting the
saying.
franchise.
Legacy sequel. Legacy.
It's
sequel.
going to have to be
That's
a
my
legacy
vote.
sequel.
I still wouldn't be happy about it, but
I
legacy
wouldn't be
sequel.
happy about it either. And
No.
there's a recent documentary that I was started watching. That
Oh, I almost
wanna-
watched that. Was it good?
Yeah, it's crazy how fandom this movie is. Which I mean, my fucking dog's name is Marty McFly, but like,
Yeah.
and I don't even want to do the movie because I know it's just going to be a love fest of it. But maybe we should
Yeah.
anyway, just because, or we should just do the whole franchise.
Let's do 3. That's the one that may not pass.
That
Yeah.
is the one.
I actually don't hate that one.
No, and that's fair. But that's the only
and
one
I would
think
love to talk
the first
about
2,
that
there's
because
no
of that.
doubt.
Yeah, but so you would want a legacy sequel, or you
If
wouldn't
you
want
had to
any?
pick.
I don't want anything.
Gun to my head, if I have to
Yes.
pick something, legacy
Yes.
sequel.
Like
I don't want anything.
legacy
Leave it
sequel.
alone. Leave it
Right.
alone.
No,
Is
I
my
think they
feeling.
should leave it alone. I hope Michael J. Fox doesn't do it for the money, but he would if someone's like, we will every profit made is going to go towards my foundation.
Yeah.
He would fucking do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it out there that if they're going to do a reboot of something or a remake, I have a movie that I think would be amazing. And I think it should be Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh,
That-
yes.
Oh,
Do you
that
want
movie-
ICP to star in it?
Yes.
bro. No, but are you going to say campy? Or are you going like for real Killer
Like
Clowns
full
from Outer
on.
Space?
Well, it's either that or Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Like
They should have
you pick one
Rob
of
Zombie
those.
direct it.
Yes.
I'd watch
Yeah,
that.
he can make it campy and it'll still be violent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ultra violent.
Dude, that movie was
That's
crazy.
the type of movie like they need to be rebooting.
Yes.
Yeah. But while we're on the subject of reboots, I just need to bring this up because it's on my head. I
Oh,
finally
this is only
got
going to be
around-
5 minutes, Manny.
Yeah, sorry, bro. This take 2 minutes. Because I finally got around to watching the reboot of Beavis and Butthead. Have you guys watched that at all yet?
The
No.
reboot, they
They
rebooted it.
rebooted it.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Jesus
basically,
Christ.
it's still Mike Judge doing it, but like it goes back and forth between them being young, where they're watching YouTube videos, which are it's
Okay.
pretty funny. But then they have it where they're like in their 40s and like fat alcoholics living in a shitty apartment too, still doing the same thing. It was pretty funny. I watched like 3 or 4 episodes. It's still pretty funny.
Oh
Okay.
my god, that's
Imagine they try to
hilarious.
reboot Ren and Stimpy.
Oh God,
No.
that show is wildly inappropriate for children back in the day. You
Bro,
should not
I
have
just
been watching
I
that.
watched a couple like little skits that they post on like TikTok, and I'm like,
Oh
wait,
yeah,
this show is crazy.
That
those
movie,
people are on a lot of fucking drugs, dude.
Yeah,
that was that an amazing film. Show. That was like
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the
It was
greatest
crazy.
shows of all time.
Oh
they
yeah,
were talking about Happy Happy Joy Joy,
Oh my
and like
god.
if you watch the scene of Happy Happy Joy Joy, and he's got like some like thing over his head that he's trying to like get out because it's like brainwashing him. Dude,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I love that show. That show
Yeah.
is the greatest thing. The greatest show of all time.
Pinky and the Brain.
Don't reboot any of this.
no.
Leave all
They're
these
gonna
things
live
alone.
action Animaniacs.
Shut up. What?
How would you live action? Who's playing Animaniacs?
Oh, there's actually a Looney Tunes movie coming out
Live
called
action?
it's no with Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, and it's called it's something about the end of the world. Daffy
it's
Duck.
called a turducken. Have you had a turducken? I was one
No.
to have one.
I want to try it too. It's expensive as shit.
I know.
There it is. The day the Earth blew up. So that's a movie coming out.
Cool.
Interesting.
It's a family film.
Nice.
There we go. People, that's it
Oof.
for Nostalgia Test News rebooting episode. We'd love to hear your comments. Let us know what weird, crappy movie do you want rebooted, and what movies you want to be left alone. I say leave everything alone except for really, really bad, horrifying, stupid ass movies,
Yep.
and really bad horror films like Death Spa. Let's
Yep.
reboot that.
I'm down
Spa.
for horror reboots. I got no issues with. Keep them coming.
Yeah, Death Mall. There's something about a mall being like
Yeah.
a mall. I forget which one that was, but like, you know, or maybe something like The Fly. I don't give a shit. Let's bring that back.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Who cares? That sounds that movie dumb as fuck. Guy
Oh,
turns
yeah.
into a fly. Come on. All right, people. And Jeff Goldblum's alive. We could still reboot it. And
Dude,
bring him in.
Goldblum could, yeah, he could be,
He can
he
teach
could
us
still be the
chaos theory.
Fly, dude. because
We can
he's
make it a
insane.
different animal.
He can,
Yeah.
that's what they should do for Jurassic Park reboot. They should have him cross himself with a dinosaur.
Yes. Did you see that? Oh, last thing, and I know we said we were going to go, but the woolly mammoth thing. Why are we doing
Yes.
this?
No,
Why?
no. We're trying to extinct ourselves.
It's gonna work.
Bring back. We're so
He
close to
literally
Jurassic
is
Park.
Someone who just like a scientist just wants to be like, we need to rid the Earth of humans. How are we going to do it? All right, we're going to invent AI. Okay, if that doesn't work, we're going to bring back the woolly mammoth.
Yeah,
They're like,
bring back the
hey,
woolly mammoth.
They're like, Terminator looked like a great idea. Let's make that happen in real life.
Yeah, exactly. We're close. We're close, people.
Yeah.
Then we can reboot that.
Exactly.
People, Nostalgia Test Podcast, everywhere where you get your podcasts. Hit the link tree wherever you see it or our link in bio. Follow us everywhere, Substack, and listen, share, smash that like button right now, and send this to someone that says reboots are good so that you can teach them a lesson. Okay, and that's it, everyone. Peace.
Peace.
All right, cool.
All right,
All right,
that was
Billy.
good.
That was fun.
That was good stuff, guys. Yeah, that was fun.
hilarious.
Okay,
I liked it.
go out
That
there.
was even if that episode was just for us, that shit was funny.
It was fun to talk about, so I
yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks for listening to today's episode. Please subscribe to the Nostalgia Test podcast to know when new episodes drop. Don't forget to leave us 5 stars and a positive review so more people can find the podcast. Share your thoughts and memories on today's topic on our Twitter at Nostalgia Test and on Instagram at The Nostalgia Test. Tune in next time because you never know what pop culture will pop up on The Nostalgia Test.